Hi, welcome back to Mr. Slover's Math. Today we're going to talk about finding the volume of prisms. So the warm-up is just reminding us or refreshing our memory of what we did yesterday or the other day with finding the surface area of a figure. So remember, surface area is all the area on the outside of the figure. Think of wrapping paper. I gave you the formula. The perimeter of the base times height of the figure plus 2 times area of the base. And this over here is stair-stepping us into that formula. It's providing us with all the information we need. Volume is labeled in cubic units. So today is our first lesson on volume. And volume is everything that's on the inside of your shape. So if we go back to this example, since this is already drawn, here's a prism, everything inside that prism. So how much cereal is inside that cereal box, or how much, not a prism, but a volume example, how much soup is inside of a can, or how much water is inside of a water bottle. Okay, all of that is volume. And it's labeled with cubic units, or a power of 3. So m cubed is an example. So example 1 here is asking us to find any expression that refers to volume. So we're looking for something that has a power of 3. So that would be A, B, and H. There's the only 3. Okay? Letter C, D, and F all have something that is squared. So that would be either area or surface area. Then letter E and G just have miles or yards. So that would either be the length of something or the perimeter. To find the volume of a prism, so we're just focusing on a prism, we're going to multiply the area of the base by the height of the figure. So uppercase B, area of the base, which is familiar because we saw that yesterday or the other day when we found the surface area of a prism. And then we also saw the H before, which was the height of your figure. So we're still outlining, identifying, tracing, highlighting the base for all of these. We're going to name the base, which is going to help us name the figure, which is going to help us find the area of the base. So the rectangle is my base. It's a non-four-sided figure is what you always look for. But if everything in there is a four-sided figure, then that is going to be your base. So a rectangle is my base. Rectangular prism, the area of the base. So the base times height, that's how you find the area of a rectangle. 4 times 3 is 12. The height of my figure is 10. So remember, if this is my base, if this were actually on the bottom, this would be the height. But since my figure is laying on its side, my height kind of looks like it's the length of the figure. So I plug everything in, 12 times 10, 120 cubic inches. Letter C is very similar. It's another rectangular prism, or a cube if you want. Well, it's actually not a cube because I have a side length of 6. So rectangular prism. Letter B, though, and D are both similar. So now for both of those, my base is a triangle. We got a 3-sided figure. That means that's going to be my base. It is a triangle. It's a triangular prism. To find the area of the base, which is a triangle, we're doing a half times base times height, or base times height divided by 2. Either way, you get 96 as the area of your base. And then we just plug it into our formula. Area of the base times the height of the figure. 960 cubic centimeters. So once again, C and D are very similar to A and B. There's different diagrams with different numbers. Example 3. It says find the area of the base. The area of the base in the prism below is 40 square inches. Name the figure and find the volume. So my base has 5 sides. So it's a pentagonal prism. And you may be thinking, Mr. Slover, you never taught us how to find the area of a pentagon, which is true. I did not, which is why I gave you the area of the base. Right? So the area of the base is 40, and over here we see the height is 8. So just 40 times 8. That's all you had to do. Example 4 is a real-world example. You're digging a trench and you need to find out how much earth is going to be removed. It would be, after you do all the math, you get 36 cubic feet of dirt is going to be removed. And then down here, it's just asking you to identify each situation as either area, surface area, or volume. So area would be an example, would be laying down carpet or painting a wall. Surface area, wrapping a present or covering your Valentine's Day box in glitter. Because when you cover your Valentine's Day box, it's everything on the outside of your box. And then volume, filling a pool of Jell-O or changing water in a fish tank, pouring concrete, or filling your gas tank. So today we focused on volume of a prism. So volume, remember, is everything inside of that figure. And you label it with